Welcome to the 6-Minute English Podcast, your quick, no fluff guide to improving your English in just minutes a day. Subscribe now and make English a part of your daily life.
Have you ever felt like you just couldn't get started on a project, or that you lost your drive halfway through? We've all been there. Today's story is all about staying motivated, even when things get tough.
Exactly. It's something everyone struggles with from time to time. Our story takes place in a small, cozy bookshop, nestled in a bustling city, a place where dreams are often found between the pages.
A bustling city, that means a city full of energy and activity, lots of people rushing around. Imagine the contrast, the quiet bookshop amidst all that noise and movement.
Yes, a real haven. Our main character, Amelia, works in this bookshop. She loves books, but lately, she's been feeling a little lost, a little unmotivated, not just with work, but with life in general.
Lost, unmotivated, good synonyms. So, she's in a bit of a slump, then. This bookshop sounds like the perfect setting for a story about finding inspiration. What's she like, this Amelia?
Amelia is a dreamer, a bit of a romantic. She's always had big aspirations. Aspirations mean strong desires or hopes of writing her own novel, but she's been struggling to actually begin.
A classic case of writer's block, perhaps? Many people can relate to that feeling of wanting to create something but not knowing where to start.
Absolutely. She's surrounded by stories all day, every day, which should be inspiring, but ironically, it seems to be having the opposite effect lately. She feels overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed, that feeling of being swamped, like you have too much to handle. I wonder what will happen to spark her motivation again.
Well, that's what we're here to find out. One rainy Tuesday morning, a mysterious old woman enters the bookshop, and everything changes for Amelia.
So, the man, let's call him Alex, felt really stuck. He'd started learning the guitar with so much enthusiasm, practicing every day. But after a few weeks, that initial motivation, that initial excitement, had started to fade. He felt discouraged, like he wasn't making progress fast enough.
Discouraged. That's a good word. It means feeling a loss of hope or confidence. We all feel discouraged sometimes, right? It's perfectly normal.
Exactly. So, Alex was discouraged, and his guitar started gathering dust in the corner of his room. One day, he was walking in the park, feeling a bit down, when he saw an elderly man sitting on a bench, playing a beautiful melody on a violin. The music was mesmerizing.
Mesmerizing. That means completely captivating, so beautiful and interesting that you can't look away. Like being hypnotized, almost.
Perfect description. So, Alex, drawn in by the mesmerizing music, approached the old man. He complimented him on his playing and confessed his own struggles with staying motivated with his guitar.
He confessed. That means he admitted something, usually something a little embarrassing or difficult to say. Like admitting you ate the last cookie, or in this case, admitting he wasn't practicing his guitar.
Right. The old man smiled kindly and said, "Motivation is like a flickering flame, young man. It can burn brightly, but it can also die down quickly if not tended to." He paused, then continued, "The secret isn't to find a constant fire, but to learn how to rekindle it again and again."
Rekindle. That's a nice word. It means to revive something, or make it strong again, like relighting a fire. And that's a powerful metaphor, isn't it? Motivation is like a flame that needs to be tended.
Absolutely. Alex was intrigued. He asked the old man how he rekindled his own motivation. The old man explained that he focused on small, achievable goals. Instead of aiming to play a complex concerto, he would focus on mastering a single phrase or technique each day.
Achievable goals. Goals you can realistically reach. So, not trying to do too much at once. Breaking it down into smaller, manageable steps.
Exactly. He also talked about the importance of finding joy in the process, not just the outcome. He said, "Remember why you started playing in the first place. Focus on the pleasure of creating music, even if it's just a simple tune."
That's such good advice. It's easy to get caught up in the end goal and forget to enjoy the journey, right?
Okay, so to recap what's happened so far in our story, the determined gardener, our main character, Amelia, wants to grow the most beautiful garden in her neighborhood. She's really enthusiastic, full of energy and excitement, at the beginning. She plants lots of seeds and waters them diligently. Diligently means carefully and consistently, by the way.
Right, she's working hard, putting in a lot of effort. But then, disaster strikes. A huge storm comes and washes away many of her young plants. This leaves Amelia feeling really discouraged. Discouraged means she feels like giving up, losing hope, you know?
Exactly. She's put in all this work and it feels like it was all for nothing. She's lost her motivation. That's the key word here, motivation. It's that inner drive, that feeling that pushes you to achieve something. And Amelia's has taken a big hit.
So, Amelia is feeling down, her garden is a mess, and she's starting to think maybe gardening isn't for her. She's thinking about giving up on her dream of having that beautiful garden. She even starts to avoid looking at her ruined flower beds because it makes her sad.
She's avoiding it because it's a painful reminder of her failure. At least that's how she sees it right now. This is a common feeling, by the way. When things get tough, it's easy to want to avoid the problem altogether. But, as we'll see, that doesn't solve anything.
And that's where we left off. Amelia is at a crossroads. A crossroads is a point where you have to make an important decision that will affect your future. Will she give up on her gardening dream, or will she find a way to regain her motivation and rebuild her garden? That's the big question.
It is indeed. And the answer, well, you'll have to wait for the next part to find out. But I'll give you a hint. It involves a wise old neighbor and a very special sunflower seed.
Ooh, a sunflower seed. I wonder how that will play into the story. It sounds intriguing. Intriguing means very interesting, something that makes you curious. I'm definitely intrigued to find out what happens next.
So, despite the setbacks, Amelia kept her chin up. That's an idiom, by the way. Keep your chin up means to stay positive and not give up. She knew she had to persevere. To persevere means to continue trying to do something even though it is difficult.
Exactly. She reminded herself of her goal to run the marathon and visualized crossing the finish line. To visualize means to create a picture in your mind. It's a powerful technique for motivation.
Absolutely. She also broke down her training into smaller, more manageable chunks. This is important. Instead of focusing on the huge task of running 26 miles, she concentrated on running a little further each day.
And she celebrated those small victories. She acknowledged each milestone, no matter how small. To acknowledge something means to recognize or admit its importance. This helped her stay motivated and build momentum.
Another useful expression is, to stay the course. Amelia stayed the course even when she felt like giving up. It means to continue doing something until it is finished, even if it is difficult.
She also understood the importance of taking a break. This doesn't mean quitting. It means allowing yourself time to rest and recover, both physically and mentally. This is essential for long-term motivation.
Right, and the final expression we'll look at is, to get back on track. There were times when Amelia felt discouraged, but she always found a way to get back on track, to refocus on her goal and continue working towards it.
So, we've got, keep your chin up, persevere, visualize, acknowledge, stay the course, take a break, and get back on track. All incredibly useful phrases for staying motivated, not just in running, but in any aspect of life.
Exactly. These are all really valuable expressions to add to your vocabulary. Try using them in your everyday conversations.
And think about how Amelia used these strategies to overcome her challenges. Remember her story the next time you're facing a difficult task. It can be a great source of inspiration.
Okay, let's recap the story of the little firefly who lost his glow. Remember, glow means to shine, to emit light. He felt discouraged, which means he lost his motivation and hope. He tried different things to get his glow back, but nothing seemed to work. He felt lost and alone.
He searched everywhere, asking other fireflies, even the wise old owl, how to reignite his light. Reignite is a great word. It means to light again, to start the fire again. Everyone gave him advice, but nothing seemed to help. He started to think his light was gone forever.
Then he met a caterpillar munching on a leaf. Munching means eating with enjoyment, making a crunching sound. The caterpillar wasn't worried about shining. It was focused on its own journey of transforming into a butterfly. This encounter, meaning this meeting, gave the little firefly a new perspective.
The caterpillar's dedication to its own transformation inspired the firefly. Inspired is a key word here. It means to fill someone with the urge or ability to do or feel something, especially something creative. He realized he needed to focus on his own growth, his own journey, rather than comparing himself to others.
He stopped focusing on his lost glow and started exploring the forest, learning new things, and meeting new creatures. Exploring means to travel in or through an unfamiliar area in order to learn about it. He started to feel a spark inside him again.
And one night, as he was helping a lost baby bird find its nest, he looked down and saw a faint glow. His light was back. It wasn't as bright as before, but it was his own, and he realized that his journey of self-discovery had reignited it. Remember, self-discovery is the process of learning about yourself, your values, and what you want in life.
So, the moral of the story, or the lesson we can learn, is that sometimes we lose our motivation, our glow. But by focusing on our own personal growth and helping others, we can reignite our passion and purpose.
Exactly, and the story reminds us that comparing ourselves to others can be discouraging. We each have our own unique path, our own journey. Unique means unlike anything else, one of a kind. Embrace your own journey, and your light will shine again.
It's about focusing on what you can do, not what you can't do. And remember, helping others can often be the best way to help yourself. Let's call that the firefly's secret. Thanks for listening to English Boost. Remember, practice a little every day and you'll see big results. See you in the next episode.